Is it just me, or does anyone else feel like the beginning of the year is so exciting? There's just like that fire within you, you're so ready, you're excited to finally build so much of your vision and go after your goals this year. But there's also like a part of you that is asking you to slow down, and maybe you try to ignore that part of yourself because you're so used to being constantly in motion, and the idea of slowing down and just like doing things a bit more slowly is so uncomfortable.
It almost feels like a luxury or even a rebellious act to slow down, out of fear of getting left behind or seeming incompetent when it comes to achieving and creating our dream lives. We've gotten so caught up with always working towards something that sometimes slowing down can feel boring or almost useless. So much of our worth has been tied to productivity. But what if resting and slowing down is actually productive? What if merely existing already makes us worthy? Not every action or task has to be a means to an end. There's a kind of magic in letting the moment just be what it is, in truly embracing both the slowness and the speed of our journey, and actually savoring it before arriving. I'm not gonna lie, being a type A, driven, perfectionistic human, I've gotten addicted to the arrival and destination, forgetting that life is really a series of arrivals and in-betweens, and that I will never feel fully arrived until my very last breath. So instead of waiting to arrive, why can't I just savor the moment? Why can't I enjoy the in-betweens instead of waiting until things feel more grand or significant? Because everything is temporary. Life is a series of speed and slowness, and I think slowness deserves just as much appreciation as speed and action. In slowness, we find depth and refinement, the things that will carry us through the seasons of speed. Slowing down is an art, but it is far more than the aesthetic cup of matcha in the morning or the sauna after the gym. Most of the time, it can feel messy and boring and like a bunch of waiting, especially if you've lived your whole life chasing and embodying speed. Because speed can feel like survival, like you need to move quickly to keep up. But the truth is, there is nothing more magical or abundant than the present moment. Looking ahead is great and necessary, but we can only create a future we want if we remember to live in the now, to notice the abundance that already exists in the slow moments. The art of slowing down is messy and beautiful at the same time, and it reminds us that there is so much beauty in the now, even if it seems like not much is happening yet. Slowness is the preparation to receive what's to come. So don't fear it, savor it, thank it, and maybe ask yourself, when was the last time I allowed myself to just be in the moment? Without thinking about what it's for? Or doing it as a means to something else?